At 6'6" and 400 pounds, he would have dwarfed most nose tackles in the National Football League. But by the time Robert Morella was graduated from Ithaca College in upstate New York, he was an accomplished wrestler who wanted to be a teacher but couldn't resist the lure of the ring. Suddenly, Robert Morella became Gorilla Monsoon. Woody tagged along for a match in North Attleboro, Massachusetts.
To the veteran traveling man, main streets tend to run together into a long sameness. North Attleboro, Massachusetts is proud of its jewelry industry, but to those not interested in tie clasps or cufflinks, it looks a lot like a lot of other little towns which have made the map without making much history. The big car suggests a visitor who might be purchasing money clips by the gross, but when he wheels up to a motel, one gets the feeling that this is no salesman. As he shivers its aluminum timbers with his entrance, this seems a modern Hercules preparing once more to strangle a lion.
The one and only Gorilla Monsoon.
Gorilla Monsoon, a 400-pound, 35-year-old former schoolteacher, got his euphoniously menacing name from a wrestling promoter, the same one from whom he earns a high five-figure income for delighting the fans of places like North Attleboro by wrestling, if not lions, at least some leonine lookalikes. Sometimes the mixture of sweat, sore muscles, and a small arena casts a preliminary pall.
You may be discouraged until you actually enter the ring, and then wrestling fans are the same the world over, and they put a little something right back into you. And aside from having 20,000 people screaming as opposed to having 2,500 people screaming at you, I would say that the feeling is the same.
Certainly there is encouragement in the calmly magisterial manner of the Gorilla's victory, a schoolteacher's daydream come to perspiring life. Before the lights have faded, Monsoon is on his way to the next resting place, the next collection of cubicles around a coffee shop.
Drizzle with this?
It should melt under there.
Yeah, it should melt.
Yeah.
We'll wait for spring.
To the inveterate voyager, there is something numbing about the food along our highways, resembling them as it does in sameness and consistency. But there is always the consolation of the world in a glass box, and the companionship of comrades in arms, at home, if that's the word, or in the dressing room, where the gorilla waits cheek by jowl with Professor Turo Tanaka and Black Jack Slade. A jovial ogre, the man named for an ape and a storm, is a prime prize in the autograph world, bending from the ring in another town, where again he, once a villain with a beard, macerates a menace with scornful ease. Wrestling is as full of odd characters as a 19th century horror novel, and there is every demonic device from simple cruelty to a fierceness close to farce. There are masked men hiding their hate in a hat, and there are enough long-haired villains to crew a Viking ship. At their worst, they push the crowd close to the danger line, and the violence of these reactions makes wrestlers hesitate before opting for too much fiendishness. What's the worst thing that's happened to you in your wrestling career?
Gee whiz, I've been knifed, blackjacked, bottle whipped, spit on, cut up in a number of places. I've been in riots with 50 people in the ring with me. One place we had 400 folding chairs in the ring when I was done. And I've had a little excitement over the years.
This has never been done to you by a wrestler, though.
No, by irate fans who get carried away and forget that they bought a ticket to sit in a seat and not become active in the match. The people make you, what they want to make you, regardless of sometimes your techniques in the ring. If you're a good wrestler and you have color, they will accept you as the way they want to accept you. If you want to go out there and use tactics that are not particularly legal, and the people like you, they're going to like you anyway.
As vaudevillians dreamt of the palace or actors of Broadway, wrestlers live for those sparkling nights at Madison Square Garden, where the lights are bright enough to burnish the brio of one's routine, where even villains enjoy themselves as they do their fell work before full houses. Admittedly, the lights are so bright that one sometimes sees more than one ought to, But the faith of these fans is proof against such revelation. And they cheer with the violence and with the belief of melodrama addicts who used to shout warnings to Farmer Green entering the lair of the banker. The gorilla is regally brutal in the garden, as he's been since he shaved the badge of his villainy. Although watching his work, one sometimes wonders if he's really inside the skin of his new role. He has wrestled more than 2,000 times in an 11-year pro career. And those who admire him like to give his fallen foes a final flourish of fury. This is Haywood Hale Broun with Gorilla Monsoon.